The next one we have is this. So what happens if, let me have somebody else, let's have you guard me real quick, set your ball down. So now he's here, he's on his spots right there, okay? Put foot in foot, just like we've been doing on those 2 dots, yep. So now I'm here, I get into my float series again, bang, my back foot trigger step series. So now we've got an option, if we blow by, we've got the blow by. Second option is if he gets even with us, then we've got, the bump and finished. We need another finish. What happens if he gets even with us but then cuts us off? Because sometimes what happens is we don't win the bump, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a bump euro, not just a euro. Because if you just do a euro, you're not going to have space. Because I'm here and say he jams my hip, but then he cuts me off. If I try to do a euro, there's no space. So we've got to create our space by giving him a bump and then take the euro step. Okay? So I'm here. I float, 1. Then I go in the second one. Now jam me real quick, and I'm going to walk them through this. So right here, what are we thinking if they jam us? Second bump, right? So now I take this outside step still, and then I go to bump. Now he cuts me off a little bit right here. If he's in this position now, the bump is get him to go backwards. So I drive him backwards, and then take 1, 2. This is what Giannis does a lot. James Harden does it a lot. Jason Tatum does it a lot. It's just a great move because you really hit them and then sidestep. But if you just try to euro step, you're going to get jammed up. And I've seen a lot of you guys do that in games, right? A lot of you guys, when you get jammed up, you try to euro step and you're like, oh, and you can't do anything. Now we're going to create the separation by our shoulder. So I'm here, I fake one time, I go, he jams me. You're going to jam me like on the side. Then you go to cut me off, and I bump 1, 2, and then I can finish either hand right there. We're going to walk through just the bump, so be right here. Stand right there and be on my side a little bit because you wouldn't be totally cut me off. You'd be about right there. And what we're going to start out with, we're going to break down the nuances. It's ball and shoulder hit at the same time. So I'm here. Bump. Now notice I just created my contact, right there. Then we take the right left. So walk through it again. I'm right here. Again, I'm hitting right here. I don't want to hit right in the middle. I want to hit right there because I want to knock him at an angle. Bump. 1, 2. Let me tell you where you can get called. If you do this right here, offensive foul. If you hit with your shoulder, no offensive foul. They'll call anything from the elbow down. That's a push-off. This right there, they'll give you. The more you hit with your shoulder, the better, but they'll give you that. They'll never give you this. They'll call it offensive foul every time. And if you push off like that, offensive foul, or if you hook a guy, offensive foul. But you can give them your shoulder, okay? So we're going to break down, and I want these guys to be really dummy defenders because they know what's happening. So I don't want you to be really firm because you're not going to have to throw a big hit. You're going to have to throw a little hit because most of the time when they're at this position, they're thinking reach for the ball. So as he goes to reach for the ball, boom, you go there and hit him. Does that make sense? So let's walk through the bump euro step. I want everyone just to have a defender, a partner right there, a little bit more on this side, right here, and you're going to reach across your body because that's the hand that they always try to steal with. So you're going to reach here, and as you reach, boom, I nail them, and then sidestep and go through them. Okay, we good with that? And you have to kind of dummy defenders. In a game, I have hundreds, literally 100 clips of people using this in games. It's not going to work if this guy knows you're doing it, right? So in this drill, I need the dummy defender, once you get hit, to kind of be out of the play so that they have space to do it. In a game, they're going to reach, they're going to hit the hit, and you're going to back up, because otherwise, if he tries to stay attached, if I go hit, then I would go like this and just boom, and it'd be a foul every time. Okay, so if they cheat the drill, just throw your arms up, and it would be a foul. Does that make sense? That's what James Harden does all the time. If he gets hit and this guy backs up, bang, then he goes over top in euros or under in euros. If he hits and his hand stays there, then he just goes like that, and it's a foul. Does that make sense? So you can never let a guy be on your body. If he's on your body, you either got to get him off of your body, or you just got to wrap him up and let the refs do their job. So now I'm going to show you something real quick. We're not going to do this right now, but if, say, you don't like the bump euro step, another option that you have is when you take off, you can jump stop, boom, and then keep the ball tight to your body. That's another option. So if you don't like to be physical, obviously, ideally we have you physical, but if you don't like to be physical, then you would just take off and you take this dribble and it's a hop and ball hits, boom, and then the ball comes to your chest. Okay, so that's another thing that we can do on this series. Okay, does that make sense? So what we're gonna do, let's actually do that real quick, just so at least you guys get a little sprinkle of it. But it's ball and foot. All you think about is jump stop. Ball and foot hit at the same time. So if I'm here, I take a dribble, and then ball and foot hit, bang, at the same time. Ball comes over top, and then we reach this and change angles, okay? And then we get one more step to either put a floater on it or get to the basket and finish it, okay? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to break this skill down. You guys are going to be dribbling at first. You're going to come to a jump stop, ball and foot hit at the same time, bang, and then just take a step. And that's all I want you guys to do. We're going to do it right here. So you're dribbling, and I'm going to say go, and we're going to go bang, and then take that step. Okay, so everybody spread out right here. If you don't have a basketball, go grab one. Yep, hold balls until everybody's got it. All right, so here's what we're going to do. When I say go, we're all going to be dribbling in a second. When I say go, we're all going to hop forward, ball's going to hit, and then we're just going to take one step like this. Everyone's chest is going to be facing this way with the ball tucked tight against our chest. We ready? Everyone's dribbling. Go. Do that again. Some of you guys did this right here. Hold the basketballs. Some of you guys were dribbling and picked it up like this. That's going to be a travel. It has to be here, ball and foot hit, bang, and then we take that. So that dribble takes us into our cross step. Okay, so when we're dribbling, when I say go, it's a split your feet, pop, and ball hits at the same time, and then a cross step. We ready? Let's try it out. Dribbling. Go. Nice. Now, I always do the demonstration the first time through with a good hop because I want you guys to understand that it's feet down. But in the game, that hop doesn't add anything to it. So now we want to minimize the hop because the height of the hop just gives the defender more time to recover. So now we're going to be dribbling like this, and now it's going to be as quick as you can, split your feet. So I'm dribbling. When I say go, bang, and just go. Does that make sense? So we're not going high. We're not going forward. We're just pop our feet and go as fast as we can so we can get to that cross step. We're ready. Dribbling. Go. Nice. Now we're going to take one more step after this. So now we go dribbling, split, 1, 2, and then we can finish either hand. We ready? Dribbling. Go. Nice job, okay? One more time, dribbling. Go. Good. Now, one thing I saw real quick is I saw some of you guys go like this and dribble and like shuffle your feet. I don't even know how to do it the wrong way, but like you went like this and kind of like did that. If you hop, they're going to call it travel, okay? And in some of your guys' areas, if you guys play at like a rural area that has bad referees, which there's a lot of them, especially that they don't know what real basketball is, they don't know the rules, they might call it a travel if you go 2 feet, so you might have to go boom and then up off of 1. That's fine too, okay? But you can definitely not go like this and lift both feet up and land 1, 2. Your 1 foot has to stay down like that, okay? So let's try that again. Nobody hop, nobody hop. Ready? Go. 2. One more. Yep. Do it again. Dribble in. Go. Nice. So what I want everyone to do is we're going to go through the move. We're going to be here, fake one time, go through, and then on that second dribble, first time through, we're going to take 1 step and shoot it. So the first time through, I'm going to be right here, and I'm driving, I fake, I go, I take off, I dribble, bang, 1 step, and touch it up and shoot it. And then the second time through, what I want you to do is the exact same thing, bang, we're going to go low pickup. So dribble, bang, low pickup, and finish on 1 step. And then the third time through, we're going to go through and we're going to go bully ball with 2 feet right here, bang, 1, 2, and finish it either hand. Okay, and then you can just keep alternating those until we get them. So we got the high pickup, 1 step, we got the low pickup, 1 step, and then we've got the bully ball, 1, 2, and finish. We ready? Let's go to our baskets. All right, so when we're right here, okay, now we've got some finishing options, right? We've got the second dribble into a finish, we've got the bump euro step, and now we've got the cross step. That's great because now we know what to do, okay? Now we need some mid-range options. Okay, there's 2 big things we can do, and one of them is just going to be a step back. But the step back is not going to be your traditional step back where you kind of fake downhill and then get out. You notice this whole series basically involves physicality or getting space. So what we want to do in this one, will you set your ball down and come guard me real quick? So he's right there, his feet. We fake again the first time. This time we get into his body right here. He jams us a little bit, but he's on our side right here. we noticed that there's a guy, like a 2-9 defender, like in the NBA they call it a 2-9 because the defense can only be in the key for 3 seconds. But there's a rotating shot blocker right there, and we don't want to have to finish against him and him. So what we do on the second dribble is we kind of take a breath right here, we get our feet set, and we bump in and then out, so we create space with a side step. So a normal traditional step back would look more like this, where we go downhill and we fake downhill and then out. The problem is if they're jamming our hip, which way are they going to fall when we pull out on our step back? They're going to fall towards you. So when we're here, instead of going like this and he's jamming me and I go step back and he can test right there, what we're going to do is we're going to get into him, we're going to change his momentum, and when we take off right here, we're going to bump him, bang, and then we create real separation. Okay? You guys see a ton of NBA players do this all the time, and it's all about controlling your defender. If you guys change your mentalities, instead of saying, hey, can I beat my defender, to can I manipulate and control my defender, everything's going to change for you. Because everybody in the NBA at that level can beat their defender. The problem is once they beat their defender, can they score and take advantage and make a play out of it? If you manipulate your defender in a certain way and then kind of control your defender, then you're playing in a 4-on-3 situation or a 3-on-2 situation or a 2-on-1 situation, and then all you have to do is make the right read. Okay? So now we're going to be here. We're going to fake one time so we can keep working on that fake. Then we take off, dribble, and then bump. And again, it's the same shoulder, but this time we step off. It's a 3-step bump. So if he's here, we're going to break this down. Ball and opposite shoulder and foot hit at the same time. So I'm here, bump, 1, 2. A lot of you guys are going to struggle and go like this and try to bump and like kind of hop and stuff. You're not going to have balance. So it's here, watch my ball too. It stays out. So when I hit, I bring both hands back so we keep the ball protected. So I bump, bang, separation, get on balance, and then knock it down. So at first, all I want you doing, here's the drill. The first drill is dribble like this. You're going to be dribbling, give him the bump, bang, 1, 2. And then you can be a little bit more firm if you want and go bang, 1, 2. But whatever you do, you cannot get off balance on the bump. All we want to do is we want to stunt his momentum and get him going that way as we separate the opposite way to create space for a jump shot. We good with that? All right, let's break this down. Let's go to our baskets.